Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. This is just kind of going to be a short video, maybe, of an event that has happened in this playthrough that, even after looking it up, I haven't seen anyone else that has it. I could easily have just had bad luck for trying to find anything, and I admittedly didn't search for very long before making this video that I'm making right now. For context, I have Road to 56, player-led peace conferences, and faction manager. I believe those are the only mods I have. I had strengthened the Soviet Union in this playthrough and wanted to do an endgame kind of showdown with them. Um, Capitulated the Allies, yada yada. Don't really have to go through the whole process there. However, for context, I'm also going to say in order to speed up the game, because late game the game starts running quite slow, especially with the Road to 56, with all the minor nations that are just spamming divisions and garrisoning them. I started using console commands to annex some of the smaller ones for me or the Soviet Union, depending on which side of the map they were on. So I annexed most of the smaller South American nations for myself, and then most of the random smaller Asian nations for the Soviet Union. So I'm just giving that for context because of an event that happened almost immediately after doing all the console command annexing, and I'm not sure if that's what it's from or if it's from Road to 56. I'm leaning towards Road to 56, but it could even be a base game thing, because I know Paradox really enjoys throwing Easter eggs in. Anyway, so I have the screenshots just here. So shortly after doing all that, I get an event. This isn't going to be particularly well organized because I'm just deciding to make a kind of on-the-spot video right now. Yes, this event. A strange book. Our acquisition of the Oregon Territory has brought with it a number of interesting spoils, the most notable of which is an ancient book covered in arcane and bizarre symbology. Some of our scholars believe that it could be worth studying, while others suggest that it might be no more than a hoax. And meddling with dark forces, sign me up. I, of course, chose that. At this point, I had no idea. I just figured, oh, I've captured the state since 1946. Maybe this is just some kind of weird, elaborate reference to the Manhattan Project or something, although I don't necessarily understand why it's set in Oregon for that. So I was kind of confused at this point. So that's on the 12th of April, 46, so just under a month later I get this event. After a period of study, it has become clear that the book describes an elaborate ritual for gaining vast amounts of power. Among other things, it calls for large quantities of scented candles, a black cat, and a great deal of enriched uranium. Along with the translation for the ritual comes a cryptic curse. Warning, going forward with this will really mess with your game and result in something very silly. Save now, if in doubt. Should we move forward or abandon this path entirely? So I kind of saved the game, and then I did i.e. Danger for breakfast to see where that went. And then 20 days later now, a dimensional distortion. Our scholars performed their ritual exactly as instructed. Unfortunately, this resulted in a small-scale nuclear inferno that appears to have torn the fabric of space and time. An army of creatures has come pouring forth from the distortion, pushing our forces back. We have lost the Oregon Territory, and along with it, some of our national dignity. Well, shit is the only option you have to respond. And it created this, which I can now just swap to the game to show you, because I pretty much paused it immediately after that event. It has created a new nation in Oregon called the Tender Loving Empire, whose leader is a strange, kind of half cut off cat meme. If someone could tell me what that flag is, I don't know what that is. He has different leader traits. The leader is Great Experiment, leader of Tender Loving Empire. Leader trait, unemployed, non-core manpower, plus 100%, local manpower, plus 100%, funny, division defense, plus 75%, and sounds like Batman, effective partisans on us, minus 99%. And it only has one national focus, which is called, it's super OP. And yeah, that's the entire nation. It's not aligned, which since it's over 100% world or over 50% world tension means it should be able to justify on someone who wants to, which is presumably going to be me because I border it. I just don't know. Also, so if I go to the details tab too, so they already have 59 divisions, 6 ships, 4 dock, or whatever. That's just what Oregon has, but they have 12.3 million manpower, which Oregon's population is 1.1 million. So I'm not sure how that's possible, but I'll see. I'm gonna kind of abuse some console commands real quick here. Alrighty, so after fiddling around with console commands for a bit there, I was unable to swap to their perspective. I am sending some divisions there, although I think I'm going to need a lot more divisions than I'm sending if they already are fielding 60. I was unable to swap to them. I used kind of the traditional, the way the default game should work is that if a nation pops up, for instance, oh, hello. A representative of the monsters has arrived at our doorstep and politely requested to speak with you. Though their language is strange and cryptic, we were able to discern a single question. Okay, let's save here. And I think I'm gonna start out strong. Oh, I can change. I can change to play them, but that would be boring. So I won't worry about that for purposes of keeping the video somewhat succinct. Okay, they're still making progress. Is their manpower going up? No, they're still capped at 12.3 million. I'm gonna leave Canada not called in. Because if I call them in, then they'll probably just get curb stomped as well. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Wait, your other X? Wait, what? Do all of the ships have names? Lost forgetting to turn off the stove. Lost your X. Lost eating too many donuts. Lost going to the wrong university? Okay. And then lost not watering the plants. So all of their ships are named. Okay, how many? Oh, I just sank all of their subs. Okay, but they were all named after something. That's phenomenal. Okay. This is so weird. I'm sure someone has had this happen to them. I really doubt that I'm going to be like, oh, first person to have an event happen. But I still couldn't find anything online of anyone getting it. I didn't really go to the Reddit at all, so maybe it would have been there if someone had had that event. But regardless. Okay. Actually, wait, can I just drive into Portland and auto-capitulate them? Let's test this. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible for the sake of the video. Stop them from going anywhere. The divisions are fast. I can usually, although those were light tank divisions, I can usually just outrun capitulate divisions in this game. How close is the capitulating? Almost there. Okay, I don't know if there's any more victory points there. After I capitulate them, if nothing happens, then I'm gonna tag, or not gonna tag over. I'm gonna go back to that save file that I made, and then I'll play as them and see what happens. I almost don't know all of Oregon. Oregon. I don't know how to say that. I'm Canadian. I gotta be close to getting them there, because I think 90% or 100%. Yeah, 90% national unity. Okay. There we go. Got him. Okay. And I'll give it about a month and see if there's an event. If there isn't, in the meantime, I'm gonna go. Make sure the Soviets don't completely steamroll me. Oh, I totally forgot I was trying to hold the Suez Canal. I'm surprised it's actually working. Okay. It doesn't seem like an event's going off. I'll probably do another recording after they've completely capitulated and I've taken down the entire common turn and see if an event happens then. But in the meantime, I think what I'll do is I'll go back to that save file. But yeah, I would like anyone to explain to me if they've seen that event before and if they know if it was the mod that triggered it or if that triggered it, or if that's just in the default game. I've done several world conquests, I've done several games up to 1946. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. So, well, no, I definitely haven't seen it happen, but I don't know if I've necessarily controlled Oregon. Never really double-checked that. Okay, yeah, so it's been well into a month. Doesn't seem like anything's happened. Shall we see? Yeah, there we are. Oh my goodness, all of my generals are memes. This is fantastic. Okay, hello ground. Air research time. Okay, what do they start with? They start with 5, and they have researched like nothing. Okay, no wonder their divisions are so easy to kill. Master Splinter, alternate timeline, cavalry attack plus 50%. Magnamius. Oh, this is phenomenal. But pretty much all of their things they can get plus 50%. So they chose screen attack and screen defense because the AI is kind of mentally challenged. But if they had gone for that, that would have actually been freaky. So that's a military high command for advisors. They have very chill super builder. Even actually, he's not even insane because you can get guys that are plus 10% for that. War pirate, not a waffle. Butterfly catcher. Land for construction speed plus 50%. Nice. Okay, they're in volunteer only. Can they go to anything crazier than that? No, they don't have any weird ones. Okay, none of that's weird. Books are great. Carrier max range plus 75%. Equals firepower plus 25%. Massive manufacturing. So very massive. Armor research time minus 50%. Armor plus 25%. Heart attack plus 50%. Okay, military staff. Tuga's Eagle Eye. Made of Eyes. Bad weather penalty minus 70%. Death from above. Ace generation chance plus 80%. And just tie air superiority plus 66%. Actually a general. Naval speed plus 60%. V Farus, still not sure. Naval AA attack plus 75%. And Sangriacus, meticulous submarine detection plus 50%. Chief of Army, so toasty. Division speed plus 44%. Not a band. Division organization plus 33%. And then that was the one they went with head breakfast minus 50%. Training time. This is all road to 56 stuff, so that's probably untouched, which gives me an indication that this is actually probably a default game event. Let's see, okay, cannot read, cannot read French. La Society Arms. Support tech research time minus 50%, weapon and equipment research time minus 50%, and then fighter agility and speed plus 10%. Referenced electronics and industrial research time minus 50%, and this is negative integer. A theorist, negative integer, army experience gain plus 0.5 daily, land doctrine research time minus 75%, divided by 0. Okay, they're all the same thing, just for different ones. Imaginary numbers. Okay, feeling guilt, consumer goods factory. Okay, well, shall we? Okay. Oh. They're all named vodka divisions, and they're all seasoned, so plus 50% combat bonus. These are Murder Mountain. Oh yeah, what are all my generals? General cap. Personal space. Armor speed plus 75% per hour. Armor division attack plus 50%. General, wait. Yeah, these are all new traits too. Lemur, river attack plus 75%, saw squirrel entrenchment speed plus 90%, foxhound. General Dinar knows what you did, reconnaissance plus 96%. General Faust, packed lunch, max planning plus 73%, supply consumption minus 50%. General Chairman Meow, yes, winter attrition minus 91%. General Alidum, artillery attack plus 69%. Field Marshal, Great Experiment, Master Exploder, Division recovery rate plus 75%, fort attack plus 90%, and general murder mountain reinforce rate plus 75%. I like it. Okay, 5 days until then. And oh, here we go. Our military leadership is playing a game to see what country we should attempt to conquer next. If we want, the result can be binding and put into immediate effect. Seems seems legit. Okay, maybe later stop it. Okay, well, I'll do another save just in case. Let's save war games. Wait a sec. Save. Why? That's the country tag is Y. I like it. Alrighty. War games. Save that. Okay. And this seems legit. Okay. Did I declare war? What happened there? I don't think I declared war. I guess we'll find out. Okay, that justification is complete, but I manually justified that, so I don't want to declare until I see the event, because I'm sure there's another event that'll pop up shortly. Oh, yeah, there we go. That was the event. There we go. I auto-declared. And sure, I'll take volunteers from you Soviets. Wait, Dawn of the... Oh, okay, I think that was just Germany doing their thing. Brotherhood of Eight. Germany created the brother... Okay. The Brotherhood of Asia. That nothing to see there. Oh yes, and just to make one more thing kind of clear here, just to show that I'm not using some weird mod that adds this to the game, although I'm not aware of any mod that adds this to the game, I'm going to just do a quick demonstration. If I restart the game, it'll show you all the mods I have currently running. Okay, I think I might have more mods than I thought, but I don't think that. So I have the Dunkirk soundtrack, which is presumably going to get me copyright striked. Yeah, Faction Manager, Player-led peace conferences, and Road 56. All the other ones, as you can see, are unselected, and given I just exited that save, I think it should be fairly clear that I haven't changed anything there. So yeah, there you have it. I have no idea what's happening. Alright, so after some more investigation between me and my buddy, we've determined that it is definitely Road to 56. I can't show you here because I'd have to swap mods again, but I have Road to 56 enabled, and if I do tag Y, which if you saw my earlier save, you'd see that that was the name of it, of the nation. It has no provinces, so Switch would resign, but it does exist. However, I can show you, however, if I restart the game without Road to 56, it says, what did it say, Sprinkle?
It said like tag does not exist or unknown or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, anyway, which it only happens if, yeah, obviously a country does not exist in any iteration of the game. So it is definitely Road to 56, so at least we've narrowed it down a bit. Okay, so I'm going to kind of do a wrap-up of everything that's happened there. So as far as I know, I've done some more research. After stalking around, again, I haven't really stalked on Reddit, which I am probably going to put this up there as well. I have only seen one person in the comments of like the Road to 56 on the workshop that has had this event happen to them, and actually it wasn't even to them. They said that a friend had the initial event happen, and then nothing actually followed from it, so I assume he clicked the other option. So yeah, as far as the internet is concerned, I may actually be the first person to have actually followed the event chain, which doesn't really mean too much, but yeah, so it would be interesting to share. I did a brief kind of playthrough with them. I took most of the western US, and then I pretty much have decided I'm going to head to bed for the day. So if anyone decides, though, or if anyone wants, I can do a full playthrough as that nation, if you will, and see if I'm able to actually beat Germany and whatnot, see if there's any more events down the line. But at least for the time being, I'm probably going to leave it at that.
I'm probably going to continue my Germany playthrough, see if I can capitulate the Soviets, and also if any events happen in the peace deal, but I kind of doubt it. It seems like pretty much the extent of the events was just spawning them and then letting you either kill them or play them. Either way, it's pretty entertaining. Shout out to the Road to 56 devs for making it, and yeah, so if any of you guys are interested, I think I've narrowed down the trigger to basically being have Road to 56 and play as Germany, presumably, and own the U.S., specifically Oregon. I don't know if you can do this as other nations. I haven't tested, but I might do some more tests. If you do don't have that happen either, I would check what year it is. The guy who said it happened to his friend said it was in 1947. Mine happened in early 1946, so I assume it can happen to most people. As long as it's probably more of a late game thing, so probably like after 1945, I would guess. But yeah, feel free to experiment and let me know what happens.